Hey guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. My name is Rebecca, and today you'll be joining me in the kitchen where together we'll make a really lovely cake. It's an orange blossom cake. And this would be perfect for a bridal shower, baby shower, or brunch. It'd make a really pretty birthday or anniversary cake, and it's so simple but elegant. And I hope you enjoy this recipe. So follow along while we make this orange blossom cake. Alright, so let's make our orange blossom cake batter. So I'll be using my KitchenAid stand mixer, and I have my flex edge attachment here. You can also use a hand mixer if you'd like. So to the mixing bowl we'll add 3 eggs, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 3/4 of a cup of sour cream, one cup of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of orange blossom water. We'll lower this down and we'll mix all these ingredients together until they're well combined. And now we'll add our dry ingredients. So for our dry ingredients, we have 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I have that all combined into this bowl. We'll add about half, and then we'll mix to incorporate the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. I'll add the rest of the dry ingredients. And we'll mix to incorporate those as well. And here we go, here is our batter. So I'll bring this over to the work surface and we'll get this poured into our cake pan. Alright, so our cake batter is here. It's a nice, silky smooth batter, and we didn't overmix it. If you overmix it, it tends to get really dense for your cake. Here I have an 8-inch circular cake pan, and it has a nice nonstick coating. If you have a cake pan that you're worried about it sticking, you can certainly grease your cake pan first with some butter. So now I'm going to add the batter to the cake pan. Wipe the edge here. Alright, so now the oven is preheating to 350 degrees. I just wanted to talk about orange blossom water. If you've never cooked with it before, it has a really light, sweet, and floral type of flavor to it, and it's really lovely in baked goods. So if you've never tried using that in your baked goods, I really hope you try this recipe and that you enjoy it as much as I do. So now I'll get this cake into the oven at 350 degrees and bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes, or until the top is nice and golden brown and a toothpick comes out clean or with just a few crumbs on it. So let's get this cake into the oven. Alright, the orange blossom cake has finished baking. It took 43 minutes at 350 degrees. I'll just place it onto the cooling rack here. So it's nice and golden brown. There's a little bit of a spring to it. And a toothpick came out clean. So now what I'm going to do is let this cool on the cooling rack for about 5 minutes, and then I'll turn the cake out of the pan and let it cool completely on the cooling rack. Next, we'll work on making some orange blossom buttercream frosting. So now we're back over by the KitchenAid stand mixer. I have my flex edge attachment in here. And to the mixing bowl, we'll add 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick of butter. And this has been sitting at room temperature and it's nice and soft. Next we'll add 1 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and it's been sifted. You want to sift your powdered sugar because then it will help prevent any clumping in your frosting. To this we'll add 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, 1 teaspoon of orange blossom water, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. We'll lower this down and we'll mix this together until we have a nice smooth frosting. And there we go. We have our orange blossom buttercream frosting. So now that the cake has completely cooled, we'll get it frosted and decorated. Okay, so here we have our orange blossom cake all cooled, and I have it on an 8-inch cake board on top of my rotating cake wheel, which works really nice for frosting and decorating cakes. So we'll get our orange blossom buttercream frosting on here. If you like a lot of frosting on your cake, you can certainly double up the recipe that I just shared with you. Now using an offset spatula, I like to spread out the frosting. You do whatever pattern or style you'd like. This is a really nice soft and creamy buttercream frosting, and has just that little bit of the orange blossom flavor in it. It's quite nice. Okay, so now that we have the nice layer of the buttercream frosting on, I like to decorate this cake with edible flowers. So you may be able to find them at the grocery store. They're usually in the produce section in these little clear containers, much like you'd find fresh herbs and things like that. And you can decorate that way. Today I have some rose flower and lavender. So I'm going to decorate with a few rose buds. And then once the cake is cut, I'll remove the rose buds, not to eat, but more as decoration. You could use this type of a dried flower for teas and things like that. Lavender. I'll take one rose bud and I'll crumple up the rose petals. Just sprinkle them on as well. Okay, here we have our orange blossom cake all decorated. So let me put this onto a little cake stand and I'll give you a closer look of our finished orange blossom cake. Alright guys, here we have our orange blossom cake with an orange blossom buttercream frosting. To me, this cake just screams springtime and all things pretty. It's a really special cake to make. It'd be great for a bridal shower, baby shower, or brunch, or perhaps another special occasion such as a really pretty birthday cake or anniversary cake. So let's get a closer look of this cake, and I'll cut a piece so we can see how it tastes. I'll give you a closer look here. A really nice soft crumb to it and a nice spring to the cake. That's a really delicious cake. It has this nice sweet floralness to it from the orange blossom water, and it's a real delicate cake with that buttercream frosting. This would make a special occasion even more special. Well, I hope you enjoyed our time together in the kitchen where we made this sweet orange blossom cake, and you have a chance to try out the recipe yourself. If you'd like some more inspiration on other things that you can make for brunch and other special occasion gatherings, you can check out my recipes and in the kitchen playlist. And if you're into gardening and food preservation, organization and home decor, I have playlists on those as well. Or if you're new to the channel and haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate you subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. See you next time. Take care.